I'm Bryan Kirkpatrick, and I appreciate everyone having us here tonight. I'm going to be bringing over 30 years to the sheriff's office. 30 of those years were at the sheriff's office. I started as a reserve deputy there and worked my way up to the ranks. I started out, like I said, as a reserve, went to a corrections officer. I dispatched. I held the rank of deputy sheriff corporal, deputy sheriff sergeant, and I served as chief deputy for 5 years. I've served in the role of traffic homicide investigator and field training officer. There is a lot of changes that need to be brought to the sheriff's office. We need to move forward instead of standing still or moving backwards. And with my experience, I can provide that. I've also have an additional 2 years where I've spent at the Lynn Police Department as their full-time chief. There's several programs I want to initiate once I get in that office as sheriff. I want to get the inmates ready to get back into the real world once they serve their sentence by completing the program, Ready to Work program, GED program. I've got somebody willing to come in and teach them, no cost to the citizens or anybody. I want to get the women's firearm safety program started back. There's several women who enjoyed doing that. We done that back in 2019. One thing we have got to get started, and that is bring the DARE program back into the schools. We have got to teach our children the harm drugs bring to them and to the community around them. Y'all excuse me, I've got so many things running around up here in my head, don't know how to get it out. But I have been talking to several elected officials. I want to work with them. I want to get with the probate judge, have been deputies trained as mental health officers, so we can determine between mental illness and drug addiction, because mental illness needs to go to hospital. Somebody on drugs needs to go to jail. They look the same. You've got to be trained to be able to tell the difference between them both. And I would appreciate y'all's vote coming up on May 24th. I know I can carry the sheriff's office forward with my experience, because I went through 6 administrations. And I'll bring some of the good that I learned through them 6 administrations and leave the bad behind. Thank y'all.